Hello everyone, welcome to today's webinar on product listing ads. My name is Priyanka and I'll be facilitating the webinar today. I have with me product expert Sharanya who will help in answering your queries. Hope each of you had a bumper sale during the Big Billion Days. I would like to call out that throughout the session, if you have any questions, please post them as comments on the right pane. We will answer as many queries as possible during the session. Please use earphones, headphones for better audio clarity. Please do not change the screen's resolution. Let the resolution be 480px for better clarity. Don't refresh the screen continuously as it might take some time to buffer. You have already been doing great sales, but now how will you increase it? We have a solution for you. Flipkart product listing ads. Product listing ads allows you to advertise your products to millions of customers every day, which helps you to stand out in the competition. Product listing ads empowers you with higher discovery. You get higher discovery when your products are shown to the relevant customers on the Flipkart mobile app. Product listing ads are visible only on the app. The right ad is shown to the right customer at the right time. All ads are shown as per search relevance and will take up slots as per the seller performance, which includes seller SLA, returns, competitive pricing, and many similar factors. Guaranteed buy now button. There are many sellers selling the same product. When you advertise with product listing ads, you own the buy now button. This will make you the preferred seller. If there are multiple sellers selling the same product, who will get the buy now button? Every seller who advertises will get the buy now button and will show on slots depending on the search relevance and the performance of the seller. Increase sales opportunity. With better visibility and owning the buy now button, it gives you higher sales opportunity. As you know, we have recently launched differential pricing and ad groups. Also, the user interface of the advertising dashboard has been revamped. So what is differential pricing? It is simply different CPX for different products. We understand that every product category is unique and has different business fundamentals, such as demand, supply, and margins of each product. Which is why, to give you more control over your campaigns, we launched ad groups. What is ad groups? Ad groups is a collection of similar products under a category which has the same cost per action. With this, you now have the power to customize your budget for different categories and track them separately. Every ad group has different product mix, which showcase different demand supply curve, margins, opportunities, RPC. Hence, they all need to be priced differently. To begin the festive season, we have some great news to share. We just slashed our CPX rates by an eye-popping 75% to deliver more value for every rupee invested. As you can see the rate card with the new CPX, each of you will be able to find this in the advertising tab and also in the seller learning center. We have 59 different ad groups identified so far. Kindly go through it and make the best of it this festival season. Today, we will understand how to create an ad campaign, track an ad campaign, edit an ad campaign, and optimization. Let's begin with how to create an ad campaign in the new user interface. The look and feel of the UI has changed and the functionality has been enhanced. Each of you have COD balance. Make the best of it by creating campaigns. Three simple steps to create a campaign are select products, allocate budget, review and publish. So before we begin, it's always good to have a clear objective as to why you're creating this particular campaign. Could it be for the winter collection or the weekend sale? Once you have your objective very clear, creating a campaign becomes very simple. Go to the advertising tab. On this page, you will see your funds available, which includes 90% of your cash on delivery, which is COD balance, and your total credits. Free credits is a bonus that we provide you, which you can use for ad campaigns. Sellers will be able to earn free credits through marketing promotions that come your way in form of cashback offers. You can find all the details of your free credits under the rewards page of payments tab. To create an ad campaign, you should have a minimum balance of rupees 500 in your funds available. So now let's get started by clicking on create your campaign now. From here begins your first step, selecting products. Let's start by naming your campaign. A campaign name can be alphanumeric with maximum 20 characters, including spaces. This will help you keep a track of your campaigns in future and comparatively analyze them better. Now select the products you want to advertise in your campaign. There are two options to select products. Let's start with the first option, categories. Under categories, choose the subcategories. This will show the number of listings and subcategories below. Select the price range for the campaign to ensure that all your products from the chosen subcategories and within this price range are added to this campaign. Next, determine the type of listing, that is Flipkart Advantage or non-Flipkart Advantage that you want to advertise in this campaign. Click on Preview Products. This will preview all your active listings, which will show you the product name, selling price, and the number of units. Here is where you can remove the listings by deleting the particular product. If everything is good to go, click on Save and Continue. That was the first option to list your products. Let's go through the second option. Upload CSV. Then download the sample CSV template. In the sample CSV doc, you need to follow a few instructions such as do not edit the first two rows, fill in the listing IDs from the third row. Please fill only one listing ID per row. Maximum 2000 listing IDs are allowed in one ad campaign. So where can you find your listings? In the Listings tab under My Listing, you will find all your listings as per the objective of your campaign, filter by category and active products. In the result, select the listings you want to advertise and click on Download Request. In this downloaded sheet, on the second column, you will find all the listing IDs. Copy the listing IDs and paste them in your sample CSV file that you downloaded and save it. Upload your CSV file here. You will get this message above mentioning the file is successfully uploaded. And you will be able to preview your products here. If all is good, click on Save and Continue. I would like to launch a poll now. Please participate. Can you set budget at a campaign level? Thank you for taking part. I have 82% who say you can set budget at a campaign level. As I said, our user interface has been changed. So now you can set budget at an ad group level and no longer at a campaign level. So I'll be taking you all through that. And in case you have any queries, please start posting them in the question box. We'll get to it at the end of the session. Now we move to the second stage, allocate budget. Here is how it will preview the campaign duration above and the ad group budget below. Let's go step by step. Set the start date and end date that you wish to run the campaign for. Check this box if you want to equally distribute the ad group budget for all days. This will allocate an equal amount from your ad group budget for each day of the campaign. If the budget is exhausted for a particular day, the campaign will stop for that day and resume automatically from the next day. You can also run your campaign until the budget exhausts. To do this, click on the option. The option to distribute equal budget for all days will be disabled if you choose to run the campaign without an end date. Now, you can manage and allocate budget at an ad group level. As you can see, the listings chosen have been aligned to different ad groups with their CPX. Enter the budget here at an ad group level. You will see the CPX for each ad group, and once you add in a certain amount, it will show the estimated number of actions that will be achieved based on your budget. In case you are at this stage and now decided not to go ahead with a certain ad group, there is no need to worry. Just add a 0 in the budget column and that particular ad group will not be advertised. As you can see, in the first step, you have selected the listings, and in the second step, where they have been segregated into different ad groups. And each ad group has a certain CPX, and for that ad group, you can now allocate budget separately. So once you fill in all the budget, you can save and continue. Let's move to the final step and make the payment. Here is the summary of the campaign where you can see the number of products, the duration, and the campaign budget. The payment details to the right, there it will show you from where the amount has been deducted for the campaign. If it is free credits, COD, or both. If all is good, click on Paying Now. You will be asked for a confirmation. We suggest you to recheck the campaign details before you proceed to payment. Click on Confirm to create the campaign. And your campaign is created. This is how your campaign summary page will preview. The campaign metrics on top and the ad group metrics below. On the right hand side, you see the download detail report. I would be launching a poll now. Please take part. Is the new user interface user friendly? Thank you for taking part. I have 86% who say yes, the new user interface is user friendly. So I would encourage each one of you all to start creating the campaign because it would be very beneficial for each of you all, and the ones who don't find it as easy as possible, please raise your questions. We'll answer as many possible. Now let's see how we can track an ad campaign. In a campaign summary page, you can change the status of the campaign by clicking on the status. This pop-up will appear and you can change the status by choosing one of them and click on Change Campaign State. You can also change the status at a bulk level or use the modification buttons, whichever is enabled. In the Advertising tab, you can view all the campaigns that you've created so far, active and inactive campaigns. Under Active Campaign, you will see your draft, ready, live, and paused campaigns. Under Inactive Campaign, you will see all your aborted and completed campaigns. To track your campaign, you can click on the campaign name. You can also view ad group details by clicking on Show Ad Group. So now let's go through the metrics at a campaign level. So what are ad views? Ad views is the number of times an ad has been viewed to a potential customer. Actions: when a customer with an intent to buy makes an action on the ad and lands on the product page, it is considered an action. A tap, scroll, or pinch to zoom on the product page is an action. So let me repeat. When a customer with an intent to buy takes an action on the ad and lands on the product page is considered an action. So once he's on the product page, if he taps, scrolls or pinches to zoom on the product page, it is still considered one action. All product listing ads are based on CPX, which is cost per action. Orders: the number of orders generated through ads. Revenue: the total revenue earned from the orders generated through ads. Please note, all order related metrics may change up to 7 days post campaign end date. You ask why? It is because we take into consideration the 7 days from the time a potential customer has taken action on your ad to turn it into an order. This is considered as a customer may be interested in that particular product and add the item in the wish list or cart and purchase the item after few days. And that is why we have the 7-day attribution. So please note that all order related metrics may change up to 7 days post campaign end date. So if your campaign has ended today, always remember to check the metrics again 7 days after. Action rate is the ratio of actions to ad views. This is calculated as total actions by total ad views. Conversion rate is the ratio of orders to actions. It is calculated as total orders by total action. ROI, which is written on investment, is total revenue by total ad spend. Total ad spend is nothing but your exhausted budget. Cost per order is the ratio of ad spent to orders. This is calculated as total ad spent by total number of orders. So these are the metrics how you can understand the performance of your campaign, your ad groups and listings. You can also track the performance at an ad group level. As you can see, the listings that you selected got categorized into different ad groups. And each ad group has different CPX, which is cost per action. So what is action? Action is when a customer with an intent to buy takes an action on the ad and lands on the product page is considered an action. Please remember all numbers on CPX displayed here is only as examples. So here is the detailed metrics called the download report. Always download it. As you can see, there is ad groups and listing IDs aligned to them. Each listing ID has metrics derived. So how do you study a detailed report? How can this help you? Go by each listing ID and see the number of views and actions and how many have converted to an order. Let's take the third listing, which falls under women's ad group, a checkered shirt. It has about 611 views and 32 consumers actioned the ad, which after converted to 4 orders. What does this tell you? It shows that this is one of your fast moving products as the action rate is the highest in the list and also is the conversion. Whereas the last listing, women's full sleeve top, has much lesser views and actions and no orders. So here you're getting the visibility but not many actions, from which you can derive it is one of the slow moving products in your listings. Now let's take another listing. The seventh listing, the Marvel printed t-shirt for men. It has a good number of views, so there is visibility as a lot of consumers are looking for this particular product, but very low actions. Why do you think it is? Could it be because of the image quality isn't the best, as we are sure there are multiple sellers selling the same product? Always ensure that you give detailed catalog and high resolution images. Add in more than the mandatory fields. Compare each listing by each metric. Understand how it's performing and why it's performing in a certain way. And work towards improving it always. Once you're able to understand your listing's performance, making the objective for your next campaign becomes simpler. And always ensure you add fast moving listings in one campaign and your sale listing in another campaign. Don't mix it up, as you have the liberty to create multiple campaigns. Take advantage of it right now. Now let's talk about how you can edit a campaign. We have now introduced the feature of editing ongoing campaigns, which enables you to extend campaigns where you're satisfied with the performance instead of creating a fresh campaign to replicate the success. With this new feature, you'll be able to edit campaign at below stages: campaign duration, start date, end date, and pacing, and ad group budgets. The campaign can be edited while they are in these status: draft, ready, live, and paused. The edit icon on the seller dashboard is now live. You can click on the icon to change the budget and duration of a campaign that is in draft, ready, live, and paused state. You can defer the start date if the campaign is in draft and ready state. You can modify the end date of the campaign, or checkbox continue this campaign until budget is exhausted. You cannot edit a campaign when the end date has already occurred. So if it is a live campaign and it has an end date, you can change it to until the budget is exhausted. And if it is a live campaign and if chosen in the live campaign, if you've chosen until budget is exhausted, then you will not be able to change it to a set end date. You can edit the budget fields of any of the ad groups. Only increasing amount is supported. So here you can only increase the budget. You won't be able to decrease the budget of a live campaign. When budget and duration modifications are made on a pause campaign, the status automatically changes to live post application of the changes. This simply means when you make any edits on a pause campaign, it automatically goes live. So after that, you can pause it again. You cannot edit a campaign when the end date has already occurred. So if your campaign has completed, you will not be able to reactivate it by extending the date. In case of only duration change, the additional payment will be shown as 0 and confirm button needs to be clicked. Any additional payment will be taken only from COD balance and not from free credits. So this means every time a edit is done on a live campaign for additional budget, the money will be taken from your COD balance only. So how do you optimize your campaign? We are going to take you through 7 steps to make your campaign work better. First, advertise your top selling products. How? By identifying your fast moving products, make a campaign just for them. Even if it's one listing or 20 listings, don't mix it with your new arrivals or slow moving products. Second, advertise your promoted products. So, what are promoted products? They are products that you have deals and discounts on. Products that are part of promotions with Flipkart. Give them an extra boost by advertising at the same time. You will see a whole lot of difference. Third, allocate sufficient budget for the campaign to last the entire sale period. So, if the sale is for 5 days and you have 10 products to be advertised in a campaign, add enough budget for that duration so that it gets the visibility and conversions needed until the sale end date. Otherwise, if you add only rupees 1000 for a 5-day sale period of 10 products, you will not get the outcome you're looking for due to high traffic on the page and your budget might get exhausted very soon. Add more money and the remaining amount will, however, get credited back to your account once the campaign has ended. Fourth, create different campaigns for products in different categories. This simply means don't mix up categories. Let electronic listings be in one campaign and lifestyle listings be in another campaign. If you mix them, the performance of your campaign becomes difficult for you to understand. The ROI will reduce as different category has different demand and supply. Fifth, avoid putting an end date for the campaign and run until budget is exhausted. If you are advertising your fast moving products or promoted products, adding an end date won't deliver its full potential as you will have high traffic, and therefore it's better in this particular scenario to let the campaign run till its budget exhausts by itself. However, if you want to control your budget, you can always set an end date and distribute it equally. Sixth, create your ad campaign well in advance and set start date accordingly. Once you have a clear objective as to why you want to create a campaign, create your campaigns well in advance with a decided future date, as this will help your campaign go live on time as planned, and there will not be any last minute hiccups. In case of sale, you will be well prepared with your campaigns. Seventh, ensure shipment SLAs are met for better post-purchase customer experience. To maintain your customer loyalty, you need to ensure shipment SLAs are met always, as that will give you great reviews and this will improve your ratings, which will then help your product sale. Consumers always look for reliable sellers. I'll be launching a poll now. Please participate. Will you be creating an ad campaign after this session? We have 77% who say yes, they'll be creating a campaign after this session, which is wonderful. We want each and every one of you to make the best of the opportunities given to you all from Flipkart side. And for the 23%, if you have any questions, any doubts, please start putting in your queries in the question box. We will be answering all of them at the end of the session. So here's the Seller Learning Center. So once you click on this, you go to the Seller Learning Center homepage. This is a complete seller's guide. For product listing ads, you need to go to growing your business. Under that, you will find advertise with us. There you have all the training modules and FAQs regarding product listing ads. We encourage each and every seller to use this, as this will answer as many queries of yours possible. However, if this doesn't have the answer to your questions, you can always mail ss@flipkart.com with any of your queries and you will get the help required. With this, we've come to the end of the session. Hope this was helpful for each of you and we will be seeing more campaigns created. We will now answer as many questions possible. I kindly request each seller to post all your queries in the question box. Sharanya will start answering them shortly.
Hello everyone, this is Sharanya and I'm here today to answer all the questions for this session. So it's great to see all the participants are so active and posting questions to understand more about the product. So I'll start off with the most questions that is really important for all the sellers to know. So starting with the first question, that is on visibility, right? Once we advertise, when will the product be shown and why is that we don't see our ad post a campaign creation, right? So the answer to this question is that the way the product listing ads is designed, that we display the right ad to the right customer at the right time. So when we say this determines that what ad to be shown to what type of customer and at what time. So since this type of algorithm runs on the product listing ads, not necessary that we will be able to see the products that we have advertised. At times we might not be able to see, but that doesn't mean that customers are not able to see. The right customer who's searching for your product will definitely see the ad at the right time. So to know whether your ads are displayed, not displayed, our metrics can help you to understand this. The minute you go to metrics and see there are ad views, ad actions, which means your ads are getting displayed and people are showing interest on your ad, it's just that you are not able to see at that minute. Could be because you're not determined to be the right customer for that ad, right? Hope this information helps most of us to understand how the ads visibility work on mobile app. And please remember, ads are on only mobile app, the two on Android. we are still not live on iOS and Windows. So no customers will be able to see ad on iOS or Windows. Moving on to the next question. Right. So the question is from Stationery House. They basically have three questions. One is how will product listing ads help to grow their business? And is there any charges? And how to check the metrics? So these three questions will cover the benefits of product listing ads and how to track metrics. So this question is definitely going to help a lot of sellers. So thank you Stationery House for raising this question. So to start with, how will product listing ads help to grow business? Well, product listing ads is a medium through which you can increase the visibility of your product. And when you increase the visibility of the product, there is a tendency for the intention to know more about the product is created, and from there, which converts to orders and so on in revenue. So in growing business, the most important thing is how do you stand out of the crowd? And product listing ads helps you to stand out of the crowd. To know more about this, we'll be sharing the recordings of this session, which covers how will product listing ads help you grow the business. Please go through that, and that's going to answer most of your questions. And also would recommend that please visit our seller learning center where you have an option of grow business. Under that you have product listing ads. If you go through the PPTs and videos, you'll be able to connect and understand how will this be beneficial for your business. Now talking about is there any charges per ad campaign? Yes, we did cover this during our session. There is a charge and it's called cost per action. So every time a buyer or a customer views your ads and shows an interest by clicking on the ad, getting into the product page and scroll, zoom, when he performs all of this, that is termed as action and you are being charged. And the charges are dependent on the ad groups. So please go through the presentation. You'll able to understand what are ad groups and how the charges are applied. And how do we check the metrics? Yes, once you create a campaign on the advertising tab, click on the campaign name. It will take you to the campaign summary page where all the metrics related to your campaign will be displayed. To know more, please do visit Seller Learning Center and learn about the product listing ads. Moving further, the other one important question is what does free credits mean? Well, it's very important for us to understand what does free credits mean because this is a part of our funds available through which we create a campaign, right? Free credits are a kind of a bonus given for a marketing campaigns in terms of cashbacks. So this is basically like a marketing team might roll out a lot of offers which you will receive an email, and if you qualify into that offer, you will earn free credits. Free credits earned through different means can only be used to create ad campaigns. So the funds available is a combination of COD balance, that is 90%, and 100% of your free credits. The next question is, right, so there's another question from Navneet Kumar. It says that, can I create an ad campaign just for a day? Right? So is there a possibility on the campaign? Yes, because the start and the end date is at the seller's choice. you can run a campaign just for a day. But it's good to give a thought that in a day, can campaign make wonders? Definitely not. We need to give enough time for the ad campaigns to perform and show good results. So we recommend the minimum timeline that you need to give for your campaign would be a 10-day duration where your campaign can perform and show the appropriate results. Next. Alright, so moving on to our next question. Alright, so the next question is from Hitesh. And the question is, when will we get free credits? How does the Flipkart provide it? On what is it dependent and how is it calculated? Well, free credits are a type of bonus or a rewards. We basically call it as rewards, which is a part of some kind of marketing offers that comes in your way. Now, how does it come? Marketing team runs a lot of offers and the only channel through which they communicate is an email to your registered email IDs. So keep watching on the emails, check for which offer do you qualify, what you need to do to earn that reward, and basis that you earn free credits. And with free credits, please remember it comes with an expiry date. So you need to use before the free credits expire. And how does Flipkart provide it? It will go ahead the minute you qualify for free credits. Flipkart will go ahead and credit it onto your account, which you can check under funds available. You have option of COD and free credit. You will see under free credits the value once credited. So hope this answers your query. Now the next question is from Itesh again. I started to create an ad campaign, but there are some terms of use. What is that? Can under Flipkart regarding campaign. So terms and conditions are basically the basic callouts that we go ahead and make while you're creating a campaign. It is very simple. It's few pointers. Would request when you're creating a campaign, there is a tab on which if you click, the terms and conditions will be popped up. Please spare some few minutes to read it. You'll be able to understand what are the terms and conditions on it. Alright, so there's another question from Mr. Prawl Saxena. How does my product look different in the ad campaign? Well, it's a very good question because most of our sellers will have a thought, will our product look different when we advertise or is it going to look the same? Well, the answer to the query is the product, the image, all the details would remain same what you would go ahead and show it on a organic listings. However, how do you figure whether this is an advertised product or not? You will see a AD symbol on the top left column of your product on the mobile app. So if you go ahead and start looking for an advertising, search any product, you will be able to see the product with the AD tab on the top left that is determined as advertising. Apart from that, there are no changes made to the look or the price of the product. Alright, so we're done with all the questions. Would request our sellers to please post the questions if there are any, and I'll be more than happy to assist. Alright, looks like alright, so We are getting few questions now. So, and those are very interesting questions. The question is from Mamta. Can we list listing IDs before creating a campaign and add more listings? So if I've understood the question, you would like to know whether can the listings be added as and when the campaign is live or in a running state. Well, the answer to the question is sorry, we do not have an option to make any changes to the listings once it is selected and saved as draft. If you would like to change the listings on a live or a paused campaign, the only way is to create a fresh campaign. So I would request do not edit any existing campaigns and create a fresh campaign with the additional listings. Moving on, the next question is from Nitesh. How many days does it take to active? So if I've understood, you would like to know how many days will it take to make your ad campaign active or live? If that is the question, it depends on the start date. If you are creating a campaign now and you set a start date as today, it takes only 6 hours for your campaign to go live. But if you are setting a start date to any futuristic date, let's take an example, you have set it as 5th of November. So the campaign will go live midnight 5th. So it goes exactly at 12 a.m. of 5th and it will run until the specifications that you are given for your campaign. Hope the answers have helped all our sellers and looking forward for all our sellers to create campaign and make the best use of this product listing ads. So we are done with the question answer session. So happy selling and have a great time with Flipkart. Moving on to Priyanka.
Thank you, Sharanya. I hope all your queries were answered. Thank you for participating in the session. Please fill in the feedback form and share your valuable opinions with us. I hope you'll be creating more campaigns with us. It was wonderful connecting with all of you. Happy selling. Thank you.